Firefly is the source of probably more joy and pain than anything I've done. It was, to me, a new kind of storytelling.
Take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. Sounds dramatic, right? That's exactly the kind of charm Firefly had, a show that burned bright, captured hearts, and then vanished far too soon. Fox lined up this space western with top-tier casting, sharp writing, and a ready-to-go fan base, but they pulled the plug after just 14 episodes.
This is all the money Niska gave us in advance. You bring it back to him, tell him the job didn't work out. We're not thieves, but we are thieves. Point is, we're not taking what's his. Now, we'll stay out of his way as best we can from here on in. You explain that's best for everyone, okay?
Yet Firefly's cancellation didn't stop it from becoming a cultural phenomenon. Cosplayers embraced the brown coats, shiny became internet slang, and Nathan Fillion, he basically became the internet's ultimate boyfriend. Today, we're diving into 15 incredible behind-the-scenes facts about Firefly that will make you love it even more. And before we blast off, hit that subscribe button and share this video with anyone still grieving the cancellation. Let's aim to misbehave, starting with...
Come on.
Fall. Fall!
Please. Who's that then?
Number 15, the Big Damn Heroes line. Big damn heroes, sir. 4 words, iconic, and completely unscripted. During the pilot, Nathan Fillion was supposed to deliver some generic, defiant response to an Alliance officer. Instead, he improvised, creating a line that perfectly captured Malcolm Reynolds' rebellious charm. That single moment became a fan favorite, spawning t-shirts, memes, and even unofficial Browncoat mottos. Over 20 years later, people are still quoting it at conventions, and maybe even in wedding vows. Sometimes actors just know better than a committee of writers, and Nathan Fillion proved it here. Fun fact, Joss Whedon reportedly said that one improvisation saved the whole scene from feeling bland. 4 words that summed up Mal better than an entire speech could. Number 14, Neil Patrick Harris almost played Simon Tam.
Honey, he's putting the hair away now.
Doesn't matter. It'll still be there. Waiting.
Care to make the...
Imagine Neil Patrick Harris as the brooding, genius doctor Simon Tam. Weird, right? That almost happened. NPH auditioned for the role and nailed it, but producers decided his skills were better suited for comedy. In a parallel universe, we'd have Doogie Howser performing surgeries in a cargo hold while brooding over Alliance conspiracies. The show would have been completely different, probably involving awkward energy and more comedy. Instead, casting Morena Baccarin and the rest of the team gave Firefly the chemistry fans remember today. Sometimes the casting gods get it right, even when producers don't. Number 13, Zac Efron's first role was Tiny Simon Tam.
Quiet. This is the recovery ward. This is where patients come to get better.
You're going to die.
No one is going to die.
Yes, the same Zac Efron who became Disney's Golden Boy first appeared on screen as a 13-year-old Simon Tam in the Firefly episode Safe. In that brief flashback, young Simon already shows medical skills and protective instincts for River. It's hilarious to think that the guy who later sang and danced through high school started by operating on patients in space. Efron had no idea what Firefly was when he auditioned. He just figured space doctors would be more interesting than yet another commercial. 20 years later, fans still ask him about that 30-second scene. Number 12, Star Wars Easter eggs in the background. If you watch carefully, you might spot tiny Star Wars ships hidden in the background of Firefly. The VFX team, being huge sci-fi nerds, tucked them in as Easter eggs. Somewhere in the void, a miniature Millennium Falcon cruises along. It's a playful tribute from fans who made the show. Imagine Han Solo meeting Mal Reynolds in some parallel universe. It's silly but delightful. Those little hidden details show how much love and attention the cast and crew had for sci-fi as a whole. Number 11, Alliance uniforms from Starship Troopers.
I didn't ever marry you.
I believe you did. Last night.
How drunk was I last night?
Well, I don't know. I passed out. It says...
With a tight budget, costume designer Jill Ohanessian got creative. The Alliance uniforms, recycled from Starship Troopers, 1997. It wasn't just cost-cutting, it was thematically perfect. The sleek purple uniforms gave the Alliance an authoritarian look while saving money. Sometimes limitations force creativity, and in this case, it paid off big time. Number 10, Serenity was a real walkthrough ship. Unlike other sci-fi shows, Serenity wasn't just a collection of sets. It was a real, functional ship spanning 2 sound stages. Cockpit connected to galley, galley to crew quarters to cargo bay to engine room. Actors could walk naturally through the space, making performances feel authentic. This level of detail helped actors interact with the environment instead of pretending on flat sets. When the movie Serenity was later greenlit, they rebuilt the ship exactly, because even Hollywood executives occasionally recognize when something works. Fans often say Serenity felt like a character itself, and it's true. Every hallway hammock and dinosaur in the cockpit had a purpose. Number 9, Fox's brilliant, or not, idea. Air episodes out of order. One reason Firefly struggled in its original run, Fox aired episodes out of order, starting with the train job instead of the pilot Serenity. This left viewers confused, dropping them into the story mid-action without introductions to characters, backstory, or world building. Ratings predictably suffered. It's like starting The Empire Strikes Back before A New Hope, confusing, frustrating, and completely unnecessary. Fox's pattern wasn't unique. They'd later cancel shows like Arrested Development and Alien Nation in similar ways. The lesson? Sometimes network strategy is worse than no strategy at all. Number 8, Summer, the on-set inside joke. Whenever someone flubbed a line, the cast would yell, "Summer!" It was a tribute to Summer Glau, who played River Tam and had some of the most complex, brain-bending lines in television. It became a tradition, turning the cast into a tight-knit family. Fans at conventions still hear references to Summer, a reminder of the playful environment on set, even during intense scenes. It's a great example of how a supportive cast can make even the hardest scripts fun to shoot. Number 7, the Lost River Tam Academy episode. There was almost an episode exploring River's time at the Alliance Academy, tentatively titled Dead or Alive. It would have shown her psychological manipulation, experiments, and how the Alliance broke and rebuilt her mind, a dark sci-fi psychological horror story. Fox canceled the show before it could be filmed, leaving this backstory trapped in a development hell. The script reportedly still exists in Joss Whedon's files, a tantalizing glimpse of what could have expanded the Firefly universe. Fans continue to debate what might have been one of Sci-Fi TV's great lost treasures. Number 6, the $100,000 Serenity model. The Serenity miniature for exterior shots cost about $100 an enormous amount for a 14-episode show. Every rivet, dent, and burn mark was meticulously handcrafted. That's roughly $7,000 per episode just for a spaceship. Yet the model became iconic, featured in documentaries, conventions, and inspiring countless fan replicas. It's an example of how over-the-top dedication can create enduring fandom magic, even when network decisions cut a show short. Number 5, What Happened to Earth? TV's greatest mystery. One of Firefly's smartest moves was leaving Earth's fate a mystery. Unlike most sci-fi shows that dedicate episodes to explaining apocalyptic disasters, Firefly gives only hints. We know humans left because resources were depleted and new planets were terraformed. But the specifics, the exact catastrophe remain deliberately vague. Joss Whedon wanted viewers and characters to focus on the future, not dwell on the past. This ambiguity keeps fans theorizing decades later. Was it climate change, nuclear war, alien invasion, or even corporate takeovers? The show leaves breadcrumbs for imagination, letting the audience engage with the universe rather than spoon-feeding answers. It's storytelling that respects fan intelligence and encourages speculation. Number 4, a Civil War novel inspired the show. Firefly's emotional core is based on the Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, The Killer Angels, about the Battle of Gettysburg. Whedon imagined a post-war world where the losing side, the Browncoats, struggles to rebuild their lives while staying true to their principles in a system stacked against them. This historical inspiration adds layers to the story: hierarchy, code of honor, resentment toward the Alliance, and the lingering trauma of defeat. Malcolm Reynolds isn't just a spaceship captain. He's a veteran trying to preserve dignity and integrity after loss. This grounding makes Firefly more than a space adventure. It's a character-driven story with emotional weight often missing in other space operas. Number 3, Firefly DVDs went to space. In 2007, astronaut Stephen Ray Swanson, a massive Firefly fan, brought the series DVDs to the International Space Station. While orbiting Earth at 17,500 Mentor-Martian, Swanson binge-watched the show from the Kola module, experiencing the blackness of space while following Malcolm Reynolds and the crew. Firefly literally went farther into space than most satellites, a perfect homage to its setting. This is fan dedication turned reality. Firefly wasn't just on Earth, it went where its story took place, a symbol of its enduring cult status. Number 2, Nathan Fillion's Han Solo Shrine. Nathan Fillion, a huge Star Wars fan, requested a Han Solo carbonite replica on set. It can be spotted in background shots, usually in the cargo bay. It's a personal tribute and a nod to the scoundrel archetype that inspired Malcolm Reynolds. Both Han and Mal are charming rogues with loyal crews, a disregard for authority, and a tendency to shoot first and ask questions later. This subtle Easter egg shows the cast's passion, blending fandom with production design to reward attentive viewers. It's the kind of detail that makes fans obsess over every frame, searching for hidden gems. Number 1, the ultimate Firefly Star Wars crossover. Combining Nathan Fillion's Han Solo Shrine and hidden Star Wars ships, Firefly inadvertently created the ultimate unofficial crossover between two legendary sci-fi universes. Imagine the Millennium Falcon escorting Serenity while Han Solo's frozen body hangs in the cargo hold. The cast and crew, massive nerds themselves, snuck these references in as love letters to the genre. These Easter eggs weren't random. They were crafted by people who knew their show might be canceled, but still wanted to create something timeless and magical for fans. And there you have it. 15 weird, wonderful, and occasionally heartbreaking facts about Firefly, a show that burned bright, ended too soon, and left a legacy that refuses to fade. Which fact surprised you the most? Are you hoping for a revival, or are you content knowing Firefly will always remain perfect because it never had time to disappoint? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button harder than the Alliance hits dissidents, subscribe for more deep dives, and remember, you can't take the sky from us. Until next time, this is Remember When, signing off.